You check your bank account every morning, hoping that today's the day your tax refund finally shows up, but nothing. You open the IRS website, punch in your details, and it just says, your return is still being processed, and you're left wondering, what does that even mean? Where exactly is your money? Is it stuck in some glitchy government system? Or is there something wrong with your tax return? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what each IRS refund status means, how to track it properly, and what you should do if your refund seems stuck in limbo. And stick around, because there's one little known reason the IRS won't send your refund, and it might surprise you. Number 1. What is a tax refund, really? Before we dive into tracking your refund, let's quickly clear this up. A tax refund is not a bonus or gift from the IRS. It's your money that was withheld from your paycheck throughout the year. If your employer withheld more than what you actually owed in taxes, the IRS gives you the difference back. Simple. Example. Let's say you earned $40,000 last year. Your employer withheld $5,000 in federal taxes. But after credits and deductions, you only owed $3,000. That $2,000 difference, that's your refund. So when you get a refund, you're not gaining money. You're just getting back what was already yours. Number 2. How to check your IRS tax refund status. Now, the golden question: how do you know where your refund is? The fastest and most accurate way is using the IRS Where's My Refund tool. You can find it at irs.gov/refunds. There's also a mobile app called IRS2Go that does the same thing. You'll need 3 things to check: your social security number, or ITIN, your filing status, like single, married, filing jointly, etc., the exact refund amount you claimed on your return. Once you enter that, the IRS will show you one of 3 possible statuses. We'll break those down next. Number 3. What each IRS refund status actually means. The IRS system gives you 3 main messages: return received, refund approved, refund sent. Let's break these down with examples. Return received means the IRS has your tax return, but they haven't processed it yet. Example: you e-filed your return on April 5th, and 2 days later, the status says return received. That's a good sign. It's in the system. Refund approved means your return has been processed, and the IRS has approved the amount you're supposed to get. Example: you see this status a week after filing. Now it's just a matter of waiting for the money to move. Refund sent means the money is on its way, either through direct deposit or mailed check. Pro tip: once the IRS says refund sent, your bank may still take a couple of days to show the deposit. If you requested a check, give it at least a week or 2 to arrive. Number 4. How long does it usually take? Now the part everyone wants to know: how long does it really take? The IRS says most refunds are issued within 21 days if you e-filed and selected direct deposit, but that's an average, not a guarantee. Here's a breakdown of typical refund timelines. E-filing with direct deposit, 1 to 3 weeks. E-filing with paper check, 3 to 4 weeks. Paper return with direct deposit, 3 to 6 weeks. Paper return with paper check, 6 to 8 weeks or longer. And if your return needs extra review, that could delay your refund by months. Number 5. Common reasons your refund is delayed. Let's talk delays. There are a few common reasons the IRS might be taking longer. Errors on your return, like a wrong social security number or a math mistake. Identity verification. The IRS might flag your return if it thinks someone else is pretending to be you. Earned income tax credit, EITC, or additional child tax credit, ACTC. If you claim these, your refund is legally required to be held until mid-February. Amended returns or paper returns. These just move at snail speed. Back taxes or debts owed. If you owe child support or federal student loans, your refund might be reduced or withheld. Example: you're expecting $1,500 back, but you owe $600 in unpaid student loans. The IRS might send only $900. Number 6. What if it says still being processed? Here's a status that drives people crazy. Your return is still being processed. This vague message can hang there for weeks with no updates. So what's going on? This usually means your return was flagged for manual review. Don't panic. It could be something simple like a mismatched W-2, claiming a credit the IRS wants to double-check. needing to verify your identity. Here's an example. Sarah files her taxes early in February. She sees return received changed to still being processed. Weeks go by. She finally gets a letter from the IRS asking her to confirm her identity online before they issue the refund. If you get stuck here, wait 21 days after filing. Then consider calling the IRS. The number is 800-829-1040, but expect long wait times. Number 7. What to do if you need your refund fast. We get it. You're counting on that refund to pay bills, fix your car, or just breathe a little easier. Here are some tips to get it as fast as possible next time. File electronically. Use direct deposit. Avoid errors. Double-check everything before submitting. File early. The IRS is less overwhelmed in January than in April. Also, some tax software, like TurboTax or H&R Block, offers refund advances, but they're really just short-term loans. They usually come with fees or high interest rates, so think twice before going that route unless it's an emergency. Number 8. Where else could your refund be going? This is the part no one wants to hear, but you need to know it. Your refund might never come. Why? Because the IRS can apply your refund to certain debts you owe. This is called a tax offset. Examples include past due child support, overdue federal student loans, unpaid state income taxes, certain unemployment overpayments. Let's say you were expecting $1,200, but you owe $900 in child support. You might get a letter from the IRS saying your refund was applied to that debt, and you'll only receive $300. You'll usually get a letter called a notice of offset, explaining where your refund went. Number 9. What if you didn't get the full refund you expected? Let's say the refund hit your bank account, but it's way less than you thought. That's frustrating, but don't panic. Check your mailbox for a letter from the IRS. It's often called Notice CP-12 or CP-11. This letter explains why your refund was changed. Reasons might include math errors, ineligibility for a credit you claimed, debts you owe that were deducted. Always read the letter carefully. If you disagree, you can appeal. Just follow the instructions in the notice. Number 10. What if your refund is lost or stolen? It's rare, but it happens. If the IRS says refund sent, but you never got it, what now? Step 1. Wait a few days. Banks sometimes delay posting deposits. Step 2. Still nothing? Call your bank to check. Step 3. If it's still missing after a week, contact the IRS. They can trace the refund and issue a replacement if necessary. If your refund was sent by paper check and got stolen or lost in the mail, the IRS will start a claims process and may reissue a new check. Number 11. Can you make your refund work smarter for you? Now, here's a thought. Instead of seeing your refund as a once-a-year bonus, what if you adjusted your tax withholding so you get more in your paycheck every month? Think about it. If you're getting a $3,600 refund every year, that means the government is holding $300 of your money every month. Interest-free. You could update your W-4 at work and get that money in your paycheck instead. Use it to invest, pay off debt, or build an emergency fund. It's like giving yourself a monthly raise. Number 12. How to fix issues with your refund. If things go sideways, don't just sit there frustrated. Here's how to take action. Use the Where's My Refund tool daily. Call the IRS after 21 days have passed. 800-829-1040. If it's been 6 weeks with no refund and no updates, file Form 3911. That starts an investigation. Consider reaching out to the Taxpayer Advocate Service if you're in serious hardship. They're like the IRS's help desk for consumers in trouble. Number 13. What if you made a mistake on your return? Mistakes happen, even to the most careful filers. If you realize you made an error after filing, you can fix it by filing an amended return using Form 1040X. This form lets you correct things, like your income, deductions, credits, or even your filing status. Let's say you forgot to report a side gig that made you $1,000. Or maybe you claimed the wrong number of dependents. Instead of waiting and hoping the IRS catches it, you can be proactive and fix it yourself. But here's the kicker. Filing an amended return means more processing time. The IRS says it can take up to 20 weeks to process. So if you're amending something that affects your refund, be ready to wait. Number 14. Why the IRS might ask you to verify your identity. Sometimes, before issuing your refund, the IRS wants to make sure you are really you. This is especially common if your return triggered a fraud alert. You might get a letter asking you to verify your identity online through the IRS Identity Verification service. It'll usually come as letter 5071C or letter 4883C. You'll be asked questions only you can answer, like your previous addresses, loan amounts, or other tax data. Once verified, your refund will continue to process. But if you ignore this step, your refund could be delayed indefinitely. Number 15. What if you changed banks or closed your account? If you closed your bank account after filing and the IRS tries to send your refund there, it'll bounce back. The IRS can't magically know your new account details. In this case, they'll automatically issue a paper check and mail it to the address on your tax return. But if you've also moved and didn't update your address, that's where things get messy. To avoid refund rerouting issues, always double-check your bank info before submitting your return. And if you move, use Form 8822 to update your address with the IRS. Number 16. What if you filed jointly but only one person's name is on the bank account? Here's a little-known hiccup. Let's say you filed jointly with your spouse, but the refund is going to a bank account under only one name. Some banks might reject that deposit. Others might accept it. It depends on your bank's policies. To be safe, use a joint bank account for joint tax returns. If the deposit is rejected, the IRS will send a paper check instead. But again, that means delays. Number 17. You can split your refund across multiple accounts. Did you know you don't have to dump your entire refund into one bank account? Using Form 8888, you can split your refund into up to 3 different accounts. For example, $1,000 to your savings, $800 to your checking, $500 to a retirement account like an IRA. This gives you more control over where your money goes and can even help you automate your savings goals. Just make sure your account numbers and routing numbers are 100% accurate. Number 18. How to check refund status for amended returns. If you filed Form 1040X to amend your return, don't use the regular "Where's my refund?" tool. Instead, go to irs.gov and look for the tool called "Where's my amended return?" This tool updates every 3 weeks, not daily, and amended returns take a lot longer, up to 20 weeks, so patience is key. You'll need your social security number, date of birth, and zip code to check. Number 19. Refunds from state taxes are separate. One big point of confusion: your federal tax refund and your state tax refund are totally separate. They're processed by different agencies and follow different timelines. So you might get your federal refund in a week and wait another month for your state refund. Each state has its own refund tracking tool. Example: if you live in California, go to the Franchise Tax Board website. In New York, it's through the Department of Taxation and Finance. Always check both federal and state if you're expecting money from both. Number 20. You might be able to earn interest while you wait. Here's a fun twist. If your refund is delayed for too long, the IRS might owe you interest. If they take more than 45 days after the tax deadline to send your refund, you may receive a small interest payment. It's not much, but it's something. The interest is taxable, though. So next year, you'll get a Form 1099 INT for the amount the IRS paid in interest. It's a rare situation, but still good to know. Number 21. You can adjust your withholding to avoid huge refunds. Getting a big refund might feel exciting, but it's not always smart. Why? Because it means you gave the government an interest-free loan all year. If you'd rather have that money in your hands each month, adjust your W-4 form with your employer. Use the IRS tax withholding estimator to find the right balance. For example, instead of a $3,000 refund next April, you could see $250 more in each paycheck. That money could help you save, invest, or pay off debt sooner. That tax refund can feel like a lifeline or a mystery that never ends. But once you understand how the system works and what each status means, you take back control. It's your money, and now you know how to follow it, understand it, and even make smarter choices for next year. So let me ask you, have you ever had your tax refund delayed or reduced and didn't know why? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear your story.